Hello my beautiful friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So we are at week 107 of my keto journey, of my weight loss journey, and week 3 of my own personalized 75 hard challenge. So we're going to talk about week 3. We're going to talk about how I've been feeling because the first 2 weeks were super rough for me. I struggled a lot in the beginning of this challenge, giving up everything and just dealing with a lot of emotions in this challenge. So we're going to talk about how I am feeling with week 3, and we're going to talk about some really cool NSVs, non-scale victories, and yeah, really cool ones that I'm super excited about. And I wanted to share some personal stuff with you guys because that's what I do, right? So let's get into the video. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I saw that I got some from my recent What I Eat in a Day video. So welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me through this journey. If you are new to my channel and you're just clicking on one of my videos for the first time, hello, I'm the incredible shrinking Steffi. And this channel is just my journey to lose a total of 200 pounds from my highest weight of 374. And just to conquer this weight loss journey and just to learn about myself and how to manage my addictions that I will live with for the rest of my life. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and be a part of my journey. Also, I have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. So come join us over there, a great community filled with people who are just super awesome and just want to get healthy together, physically and mentally. So I will put that link below. So I am doing my own personalized 75 hard challenge, just certain rules that I am sticking to for 75 days, just to teach myself how to live this lifestyle consistently. Consistency is something that I have always struggled with, especially with exercise. And so that's really what I really want to talk to you about. I'm excited to talk to you guys about that. Because as you could see in the beginning, you know, like I rocked my exercise this week. And I've been walking my exercise this entire challenge. It just feels really, really, really good. And I know that after the 75 days, it's gonna become a habit. You know, just like making it a priority. It's just something that I have always struggled with. And I may start out great, but then I fall off track and then I stop being consistent. It's a big issue for me. So that's the whole point of doing this 75 hard challenge. I didn't want to do the original 75 hard because the rules were just too strict for me as far as exercise and water. So I just decided to create my own. So that is what I'm currently doing. And if you didn't see the first 2 weeks of my 75 hard, I struggled. I struggled big time. And a part of me is like, I don't even really know why I struggled so badly. I just, like, yes, I fell off track before starting the 75 hard, you know, with my eating. And I was eating the American Standard Diet. I was feeding my addiction and just giving in to those foods that have had control over me almost my entire life. And it's like, I don't even think when I'm doing it. It's like, a part of me just gets so wrapped up in a life that was so familiar to me that it almost just feels normal. Even though I haven't been living that life for 107 weeks now. You know, I haven't been perfect over the last 107 weeks. I've fallen down, but I've always gotten back up and I've always been consistent with that. But when I lose the control and I start feeding that addiction, it's like nothing else kind of matters in that moment. All you want to do is just feed it. All you want to do is just feel better in the moment. All you want to do is mask your pain and just not feel anything. And of course, you're going to feel it all plus 100 times worse afterwards, right? But in the moment, it's like you just, nothing else matters. Like you just really don't care. And that's just so sad. But I've done that before. You know, I've lost control before. And so when I started the 75 hard, you know, I had to get back on track. I had like 2 weeks of feeding my addiction and gained a bunch of weight. And so I had to, you know, go through the sugar withdrawal that I have done so many times before. And it's hard, yes. It sucks and it's definitely not worth it. It's a great reminder, you know, like we don't need those foods. We just don't. But I struggled so much more this time. And I also gave up alcohol at the same time. And so it kind of was just like, you know, a double whammy. Everything just kind of happened all at once. But I had given up alcohol in the past too. So this was nothing new for me either. And I struggled so much in the first 2 weeks. Like, I was very emotional. I would have like breakdowns every single day, like where I would just cry. And I felt like I didn't even know where these emotions were even coming from. It was the weirdest thing. And thinking back, it's like, I feel like for the first time in my entire life, guys, not even just in this weight loss journey, I feel like for the first time, I was finally allowing myself to feel my emotions. I was allowing myself to deal with it. And even though it hurt and it was so painful, it felt good at the same time because I was dealing with it. I was feeling it. I wasn't eating my emotions. I wasn't drinking my emotions, you know, like I was dealing with what I was feeling. And I'm really happy to say that week 3 was so much better. Oh my word, so much better. I feel like I just kind of got through the crap and just dealing with it. And I know it's not over, you know, I know that I still have to just deal with my emotions and learn more about myself and, you know, why I allowed myself to get to almost 400 pounds at the age of 30 years old. You know, like what was going on in my head? Why was I so broken that I just didn't care about myself anymore? I didn't care what I fed my body. I didn't care about my health. And, you know, like, something was obviously going on. It's not just a love for food, right? Like it's a love for comfort. And why did I need to be comforted, you know, with food? Why did I allow myself to get to that dark place? And so it's just something that I need to work through. And I have been trying to find a therapist so that I can go to therapy, because I think that that would really help me. And I have been striking out with every single one. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm trusting God. I am going to get through this, and we are going to overcome. And I think, coming on here, making these videos and just talking about it with you guys and just getting through it like that is just really going to help me too. So thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being my therapist. I appreciate it right now because I can't find one. So anyway, let's talk about week 3, because week 3 was so much better than the first 2. First 2 gone, see ya, bye, got through it, done with you, don't want to deal with you again. Now we're on week 3, such a better week, and let's talk about some really cool NSVs, because I'm excited to share those with you. All right, the first one I want to share is inches. So the first week I lost 1.75 inches, which was super cool. The second week I lost a quarter of an inch from my belly, but I gained a half an inch on one of my legs because I've been, working out. So really I didn't lose any inches total, but I did from my belly. But it's coming off, consistently. So when I took my measurements for week 3, I was like stunned, absolutely stunned with how many inches I lost in 1 week. So week 3 inches, take a look at this. I lost 3.5 inches from my body in 1 week for week 3. I mean, super crazy. The only area that I did not lose anything was my lower belly. But I lost an entire inch from my middle belly. I lost an entire inch from my upper belly, half an inch from my left leg, half an inch from my right leg, and then a quarter of an inch from each arm. So how freaking cool is that? It's like, who needs the scale when you got results like this? These are the results that we need to focus on. If you guys aren't taking measurements, take measurements, because you got to look at the inches, because these are real results. And these are showing me, the work that I'm putting in with the exercise that I'm doing every day, and, working on my upper body and working on my lower body and working on my core. And 3.5 inches in 1 week, I was just like, whoa, what the heck happened here? Like, that's insane. I was just so super excited about that. And you can see with the before and after picture too, from week 2 to week 3, you can see a significant change in my belly area. So really, really cool. Another NSV that I want to share with you guys now. This is a big one, okay? Now, I have lived as an obese person my entire life. I was an obese child, I was an obese teenager, and an obese adult, like my entire life. And I have never been able to do the things that other people can do, fit people, thin people, and there's so many different things that I've never been able to do because of my weight, because of the restrictions. And one of them is a push-up, like an actual push-up. Never before in my entire life have I been able to do a push-up. And I have been trying to do them since week 1, since I started the 75 Hard Challenge, and I've been failing at them miserably. But this week, I was doing planks, and I had the camera set up, and I started noticing definition in my shoulders, and it just kind of took me by surprise, whoa, what is that? It was just such a cool feeling. And so then I'm like, well, let me try to do a push-up. Let me just try. And no, I couldn't get down all the way, but I did like a half of a push-up, or it was maybe a quarter to a half of a push-up. And I did 3 of them in a row. I believe it was 3 that I did. And I almost cried, because it was just who is this person that I am becoming? Someone that I never really thought was possible, because when you live your entire life as a fat person with that identity, carrying that identity with you, which is never what my identity should be. I am a child of God. That is my true identity. It's not how much I weigh. It's not the foods that I eat. It's not the choices that I make, that's not my identity. But when you live that way all your life, it becomes who you are, in your mind, it's just, and even though I haven't been that weight for a very long time, Like I've lost 160 pounds from my highest weight. 160 pounds. That's an overweight person. I've lost an overweight person. It's just, I still feel like that person is still in there, And I need to learn how to break free of that person and say goodbye to that person, to that life. Because for me to be living this healthy life for 107 weeks and I still find myself losing control sometimes, doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen, where I lose control and feed that addiction just like I would in the beginning. That part just confirms that I still have a lot of work to do and that my journey is far from over. But seeing something like this, like doing a half of a push-up, like I'll be able to do a push-up. Like if I just keep being consistent with my exercise, I'm gonna be able to do a push-up, like an actual push-up on my toes. Never before have I ever. And it's just like something like that is just so huge to me. And so really cool NSV that I wanted to share with you guys. 3.5 inches lost from my body and a push-up. A couple of them, like even if it's a half a push-up each, if I did 2, I'm calling it a full push-up. Just really super proud of myself. I feel like in the first 2 weeks, I struggled so badly emotionally and I didn't stick to my schedule as much as I wanted to as far as upper body, lower body, but I did something every single day. Like I stuck to my 30-minute activity rule every single day, no matter how I was feeling. And that is what consistency is. Consistency is doing it no matter how you feel, no matter how bad you don't want to. That's consistency. And I did that the first 2 weeks. The third week, I felt like I was on fire and like I'm starting to really enjoy it. I'm going for long walks. I went for a 3.5-mile walk the other day, which is huge for me. Got a blister on my foot. But I've been walking almost every night and it's just, I want to fall in love with walking. And those were bonus walks. Like I had already gotten my 30-minute workout in during the day. And so going for an hour walk or an hour and a half walk at night, like that's just was a bonus for me. So that's huge too. Huge NSV. Got lots of NSVs this week, which is great. But seeing the inches lost, like I know that what I am doing is working. And if I just continue to do this and continue to make myself a priority, make exercise a priority, then it's only going to get better from here. So September 8th, which is coming up really soon, I think that's next Thursday, is my appointment for my skin surgery consult. So I am really super excited, but also nervous to start that process. More excited than nervous. But yeah, my consult's next Thursday, so I'm going to share everything with you guys on how that goes. And, I'm going to find out how soon I can actually get this surgery. Like, that's just crazy to even think about. And if I can get it next year, oh my gosh, guys, like, I don't know, like it's just kind of blowing my mind right now. But I have some questions already that I want to ask, but if you guys have any suggestions on what I should ask, what kind of questions I should ask, if you can drop them below in case I, forgot something or left something out, that would be super helpful. Because, yeah, it's just, I can't believe all of this is happening. It's just, change is happening, guys. Change is happening, and I'm just excited for it. All right, guys, that is it for this video. It's probably going to be a super long video because I just could not shut up. I have so much to share with you guys this week, I guess. But if you did like it, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit that subscribe button because the support truly does mean everything to me. And don't forget to join my support group on Facebook. That link is below. All right, guys, I have a couple more videos that are filmed. They just need to be edited, which are what I eat in a day videos. So I will get those out to you as soon as I can. And that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next video. Stay safe and choose health. Bye, guys. Oh, I should pee. Let there be light. Whoa. Okay, that's good. It's better. Okay. just to teach myself how to live this keto lifestyle And if you didn't see the first 2 videos, the first 2 weeks, and if you didn't, I'm itching, sorry. Okay, where was I going with that? What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh gosh. Holy moly. My abs hurt. That's good. And continue to make myself a priority, make exercise a priority, then it's only uphill from here, right? Or is it downhill? Which one's easier? Uphill, right? No, uphill's harder. It's a good workout though. My camera just shut off because I've been talking so much. There's gonna be a lot of editing to do.